So it's been a while since the last video. So today is the 18th of April. The marathon is on the 7th of May, so a little over 3 weeks to go. There is so much that I've learned since the beginning of this journey. There's a lot that I didn't know about, shoes, about feet, about knees, legs, like all the muscles and everything. So there's so many things that I learned, and then I realized how I actually have no idea still, and there's a lot more to learn. Oh yeah, you can probably tell my voice. I have a bit of a cold at the moment, so that's happening as well. So some of the things that I have learned along the way are that it doesn't really matter how hard you try and how much you want to do something. Certain things will happen that are completely out of your control, and the way you deal with those things, that is what matters the most. So, for instance, I had a couple injuries. So I injured my foot and my knee. I got runner's knee. It's just some weaknesses of the muscles and overuse, because I've never ran before, like 5 months ago. Haven't ran that much. So, those are things that can occur. And apparently for marathon runners and a lot of runners in general, these injuries are very common. So the main focus that I have at the moment is just being present and being aware of the negative thoughts that come up from time to time. And especially when, things are not going well, those thoughts do happen. So being aware of the thinking mind is very important in these situations, because if you are able to catch those thoughts before you spiral down that rabbit hole, that is the main key. That is basically what you need to practice more and more. And it's good to practice when you don't have a lot of distractions. One of the things that you should try and teach yourself is how to distance between the thinking mind and being the awareness that you have. So that is how you will stay focused on the positive aspect of whatever you want to be doing, and realize that the thinking mind can work against you sometimes, and know that it's not always there to provide you the best information or the best things. Sometimes it's just there to distract you, and learning how to put a little bit of a distance between you and the thinking mind, it will actually strengthen you. And I hear a lot of people out there talking about getting the hard mind, being hard body, hard mind. You harden your mind, and that is brute force. You're forcing yourself to punch those through those negative thoughts, like going through a brick wall. And it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to brute force your way through your own mind. You just have to be aware of it. And as soon as you're aware of your thinking mind, it's sort of like it diminishes. It seems less important. It seems like, wait, hang on. You were telling me all these negative things, and for years and years I believed you, and I kind of, put you on a pedestal where this is it, this is me, this is who I am. And now that there's a bit of a distance between you and the thinking mind, it diminishes. It kind of goes, oh, you're a little nothing really. You're just there sometimes. I mean, obviously we do need our thinking mind from time to time, but in those moments of negative thoughts, we don't really need it at all. So that's something that, you need to practice. And once you're there, the ability to do what you need to do is going to be so much easier, because the joy will come from within, and then you will be able to carry on, doing the task that you like doing. So the marathon is going to be in a little bit over 3.5 weeks, and I still have to figure out certain things, what I'm gonna wear, and things what I'm gonna eat and drink during the marathon. And it's, for some people that's like not really a big deal, but my marathon time is gonna be probably like 5 hours, over 5 hours. So that's a long time to be running. So I need to have some fuel along the way. So I'm figuring that out. I am excited to see where this takes me and if I actually can finish this first race. This year, since January, so that's when the marathon plan started, I ran a little over 700 kilometers so far. And like that number to me just like blows my mind because it's just so far to run. I mean, obviously didn't do it in one go, but it's just accumulated. But even that is just such a huge number, and even just doing that and not even doing the marathon is a huge achievement for me, because I never thought I'd be able to do something like that. So that's one of those things that I'm super excited about, seeing where this newfound understanding of my mind, or my thinking mind, will take me. As before, it really stopped me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, and it did kind of put a break on a lot of things, because I believed in some of the things that my mind was telling me that I wasn't able to do those things. And now I'm just going to try them and see how it turns out. I mean, there's a lot of bumps in the road, and there's times where you will find out that there's certain things that you can't do physically, or let's say can't do yet. But the more you learn about whatever you want to do, the more you'll find out that it is achievable. And then finding a plan and finding a way how to do it, that's the main goal. To find excitement in this learning process, it always comes down to being aware of your own mind and being aware where that mind might want to take you. And some days, you will be really excited about starting to do something. And then other days, your mind will tell you not to do those things and tell you all sorts of different reasons why you should stop and do something else or do nothing. And that's the time where you really have to practice the awareness of the thinking mind. To be aware of your thinking mind in those moments is the key to succeed in doing whatever you'd like to do. Because once you understand that sometimes your mind can work against you, you don't have to, punch your way through that, because it is hard, and it is believable because it sounds like you, because you've been identifying with that thinking mind for so long. It kind of, you trust it so much, and that's the thing. You can't always trust it, because sometimes it does want to do the easy things, and it does want to protect you from achievements that you actually want to achieve, because you never know. There might be some sort of negative things that can happen along the way, and is trying to protect you from pain or whatever. But it actually lets you experience more pain because of your failures. So it doesn't see it that way. So you have to really be aware of your mind. So it's going to be very interesting, the first race. And I don't know, like a lot of people talk about having those pre-race jitters. I think that's probably going to happen maybe closer to the race. We'll find out. But yeah, other than that, I do feel like I am ready in a way to attempt. But, a lot of people say respect the distance. and I've never ran that far in my life. So, I guess maybe I'm not ready. We'll see. We'll find out shortly. Okay. Thank you.